Jersey numbers like these have crazy stories behind why players chose them. Like how Kyrie became number 11 is one of the weirdest coincidences in history. It all started when Kyrie was born at 111, then was accidentally named after the number 11. Not only is K the 11th letter of the alphabet, Kyrie Irving is exactly 11 letters. But the coincidences get even wilder on the basketball court. Not only did Kyrie's dad wear the number 11 when he played, as Kyrie grew up, he also wore the number 11. Then when Kyrie was accepted to Duke University and started becoming a star player, the number literally followed him, because during his 11th game there, he got injured. Luckily, it wasn't too bad of an injury, so right after, Kyrie declared for the NBA draft where the number followed him into the pros. He became pick 1 of round 1 in the 2011 NBA draft. Now officially being a Cavalier, here's where Kyrie wasn't allowed to wear number 11 because it was already being retired for another legendary Cavs player, so he just added the ones together to be number 2. And even though he became a star while playing in that number, he never felt he could reach his full potential without wearing 11. So eventually he mysteriously demanded a trade, made his way to the Celtics where he changed his number back to 11, and ironically on March 11th, while wearing the number 11, he scored his 11,000th career point. It seemed like the number 11 was the only reason Kyrie was who he was, and he even admitted.
My mom passed away when I was young, so my dad had to raise my sister and I alone. He was a great player. He even tried out for Boston once, but he sacrificed his dream so I could live mine. He's the reason I wear number 11. I want to be the reason no one else will.
So that's why Kyrie decided to keep wearing the number while playing with the Nets, and recently switched to number 11 with the Mavericks, where he'll continue to make history. But see, not every NBA player's jersey number story has a happy ending. LeBron switched his number because one of the most important people to him died. For a while, LeBron was wearing the number 6 because it had significant meaning to him. One of his sons, Bronny, was born on October 6th. His other son, Bryce, was born in June, the 6th month of the year. The number 6 is what LeBron wore in the Olympics to win a gold medal, and what he wore while playing with the Heat to win his first NBA championship. So because it symbolized some of the proudest moments of his life, he kept wearing it while accomplishing greatness until July 31st, 2022, when some devastating news changed everything for him. One of his idols, who also wore the number 6, NBA legend Bill Russell, passed away. And shortly after the tragedy, the NBA announced that they'd be permanently retiring Russell's number 6, so nobody else would ever be allowed to wear it again, except for LeBron because he was already wearing it. With him being the last one able to, he felt obligated to accomplish something great in the number before giving it up.
Seeing the Lakers number 6 with the new Bill Russell patch, it's striking. What was it like for you to process losing Mr. Russell and just the symmetry with both number 6?
I think, you know, for me being a part of the NBA community, for us to lose such an icon, it's heartbreaking for all of us. We all know what Bill Russell meant to the NBA, obviously to the Celtics, off the floor as well, you know, as far as his heroism and things that he did off the floor. For me to be able to wear the 6, you know, this season, I'm not sure if I will continue to do it, but right now I'm gonna wear it in honor of him. You know, it means a lot to me, and I'm happy to be a part of such a great league that represents so many great icons, and obviously this guy is such an icon both on and off the floor.
And after saying all of that, LeBron made it his mission to give the next season his everything. He carried his team all year long, defied everybody's expectations by eventually setting one of the most legendary records in history to become the NBA's all-time leading scorer, and even brought his team further in the playoffs than anybody expected, all while wearing the number 6. So after such a historic year, LeBron made an announcement that shocked the world by saying that wearing the number 6 would be over, and he'd be switching back to the jersey number 23 out of respect for Russell. Damn, you gotta respect LeBron for dedicating an entire year of his life to someone other than himself. But the only reason Michael Jordan chose his jersey number is because he became the victim of a crime. See, Jordan was wearing the number 23 throughout his entire career, so it seemed like he'd never switch it up. Until one night during pregame introductions, he shocked the world.
6'6" for North Carolina, number 12, Michael Jordan.
At the time, it seemed like nobody knew why Jordan was wearing a new number, 12, on a jersey that didn't even have his name on the back. He played in the game either way though, and made it a historic night.
Kicks it to King, back to Michael. What a beautiful play by Jordan. Has 29. He got into the paint, gets the 2. Jordan, 49.
Jordan dominated all night long, even with the mysterious jersey on. And ironically, while wearing the number 12, it became the greatest performance of a Bulls player to ever wear that number when Jordan finished the game with a ridiculous 49 points. Unfortunately though, he had a horrible shooting night to score that much, shooting just 21 for 43, so that lost him the game to one of the worst teams in the league. And that's exactly what a criminal wanted to happen. It was known that Jordan was very superstitious, especially of his usual number 23 jersey. So a criminal found Jordan's jersey before the game, stole it, and all the team had left for Jordan to wear was a no-name number 12 jersey that he was forced to wear. After that night though, an investigation was launched to find out exactly what happened to Jordan's 23 jersey. And when someone noticed a ceiling tile out of place, then checked to see if anything was up there, Jordan's 23 jersey was found. So a criminal really climbed through the ceiling just to steal Jordan's jersey. Didn't even throw it on eBay to secure a bag or anything. The only reason it even happened was to throw Jordan off his game by forcing him to wear a jersey without his number or name. Damn, some people are insane. But why Damian Lillard chose his jersey number is because of something inside of him. During Lillard's NBA career, he's always been the number 0. Ironically though, he doesn't even consider it a number. To him, it's actually the letter O. The first meaning behind him choosing that is because it represents all the places he's lived in. As a kid, he grew up in Oakland. Eventually, when he went to play college basketball at Weber State, home games were played in Ogden. Then when he got drafted to the NBA, the Blazers played in Oregon. And cause all 3 locations started with the letter O, not only did he get all the locations and the letter O tatted on his body, Lillard didn't even feel like that was a coincidence that he chose that as his jersey number. Letter. Here's where things get wild though. Once Lillard chose the letter O, he began taking his rap career seriously in the studio to record his debut album that he named The Letter O. And once his basketball career turned him into a superstar enough to earn a shoe deal, he created his logo to be his initials formed into the letter O. At this point, his whole organization knew he wasn't wearing a number. So during pre-game intros, when they'd announce everybody on the team by also mentioning players' jersey numbers,
At guard, 6'5", number 5, Pat Connaughton.
For Lillard's intro, they'd actually say he was the letter O.
And at guard, 6'3", from Weber State, wearing the letter O, Damian Lillard.
And just when you think things can't get any crazier than that, oh, they do. Cause a few years later, when Lillard had the most historic game of his career by dropping over 70 points,
back and buries a 3 over Jabari. Elevates for 3, that's a deep one, and he reeled it in. Dame off the screen, leans into a triple. Sets his feet, leans back a 3, gets his feet, leans back for 3, got it! Damian Lillard, high dribble, into the lane, running right-hander, up and in.
the NBA didn't even think that was naturally possible, and they forced Lillard to get blood tested to find out if there was anything suspicious in his body. And that's when they found out that Lillard's own veins have the letter O in them by having an O+ blood type. So with it being more than a letter, literally the thing that's keeping him alive, obviously Lillard kept repping the O until eventually, within only a few days of him being traded to the Bucks, his new jersey with the letter O was already being sold in stores, and he was posting himself wearing the letter, cause what else would he have chose? The letter O is something near and dear to his heart, and now going to play in Wisconsin, a state that's literally nicknamed Wisco. The O once again has to do with where he plays at. Oh my god, that's crazy. But sometimes what players wear on their jersey isn't a good thing. James Harden chose the number to purposely curse his career. He proudly wore the number 13 for many teams. It started in high school, he wore it in college, then once he got drafted to the NBA, Harden wore it with the Thunder. While making a name for himself, he never planned on changing it because the number had a significant meaning to him and to the world. So once he made his way to the Rockets and became one of the best players in the league,
3 down to 2, it's a 3, good! He got it! He's on the bench right now. Harden in there with the dance! That move is illegal in most every state except in Texas. Woo!
Listen to Harden. Harden jumps it up. James Harden gets the Rockets a lead.
part of the reason he was doing that in the number 13 was to prove a point nobody knew about. He almost wasn't even able to prove it though when he got traded to the Nets, because a player on their team already wore the number 13. Landry Shamet. He also loved the number, and he wasn't trying to give it up unless Harden paid him some money, gifted him some Rolexes, and threw in some of his favorite snacks, honey buns. Now even though none of them ever publicly said if the deal went down, Harden started the new season with the number 13. So it seemed like Harden was willing to do whatever to play in the number until he got traded to Philly, and even though it seemed obvious what number he'd choose, for the first time ever, Harden wasn't able to get his way. Because Philly retired the number 13 after it was worn by one of their most legendary players, Wilt Chamberlain, while he played there, nobody's allowed the number again, not even Harden, and he was forced to wear a new number, 1. So now it makes sense why Harden hasn't been playing his best basketball and has been creating chaos for a trade. He's not wearing the number he's always felt comfortable in, but why do you want the number 13 so badly?
I had to choose my jersey number last, and it was between 13 and like 52. And I rock with 13 just because I feel like it's known for being bad luck, but it's done unbelievable things for myself and my family and the people that I'm surrounded with, so I turn it into good luck.
And Harden's right. The number 13 is known as bad luck, especially to those who don't believe in it. So Harden's only ever worn the number to change that narrative, and even though he's been a great player while wearing it, maybe that's why he's never won a championship. He's cursed. But being cursed isn't as bad as being a cheater, because NBA players have been caught rubbing sticky stuff on their balls. One player would even untie his opponent's shoes. There's 10 ways NBA players were caught cheating, but there's only one way you'll ever hear about it. And that's by clicking this video, man.